Elijah Moore's NFL career after 2 seasons with the New York Jets has been relatively forgettable, but that's all about to change this year in his first season with the Cleveland Browns, and his teammates are already saying he's one of the best they've ever been against. Let me know in the comments who your breakout wide receiver is this season. Here's mine. What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. You know the deal by now. This is Proctor's Point of View. And as always, we love hearing feedback from you all and receiving comments. So make sure you do that and stay tuned to see if you can guess today's trivia question. The Browns haven't won the AFC Central/North since 1989. Who has won it the most during that span? But to today's topic, who's the best wide receiver who was taken in the 2021 NFL Draft? Jamar Chase, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith, or my boy Amon-Ra St. Brown, the Sun God, are all great answers. But after this season, Elijah Moore could very well find himself in that conversation. The 2021 second-round pick out of Ole Miss was a finalist for the Biletnikoff Award in his final season for the Rebels and caught 5 touchdowns as a rookie for the New York Jets. Moore underwent a bit of a sophomore slump last season, but when Zach Wilson, Mike White, and Joe Flacco each start a handful of games at quarterback, you get the benefit of the doubt from me at least. Moore's talent is undeniable, and a change of scenery is what he was in dire need of. Luckily for him, he got just that when he was traded to the Cleveland Browns in March. Moore has hit the ground running in Cleveland and is turning heads so far in training camp. The versatile wide receiver is being utilized on the perimeter, in the slot, and even in the running game, taking some handoffs. Not only that, but Moore's teammates, they're taking notice. Here's what Browns corner Greg Newsome II had to say about Moore on Tuesday.
I'm super excited. I'm just going to tell the NFL better watch out for him. He's one of the best that I've honestly been against. And I'm not just saying it because he's on my team, but, I had the pleasure, guard him every single day in OTAs and now. And, he's a great route runner. He has speed. So I'm definitely super excited for him.
Now, does that sound like somebody who was just joking or just gassing up their teammates? No, that was a legit warning to defensive backs around the league. You better have your ankles taped up when guarding Mr. Moore, or you might get embarrassed. Newsome, he isn't just anybody either. Newsome was a first-round pick in 2021, made the all-rookie team before starting 15 games for the Browns last season. That man can play. You know who else can play? Moore's new quarterback, Deshaun Watson, who didn't look like vintage Houston Texans Deshaun Watson in the final 6 games of last season after returning from suspension, but I'm optimistic about Watson's resurgence. A full offseason without any off-the-field distractions will help Watson revert back to his 2020 form when he was one of the NFL's very best quarterbacks. And that year, a slot wide receiver who you might remember named Will Fuller had his best season as a pro with 53 catches for 879 yards and 8 touchdowns. With Amari Cooper attracting a lot of attention like DeAndre Hopkins did in Houston, expect Moore to have a season similar to Fuller's 2020, which would also be his best as a pro. For my fantasy football peeps, best believe that I'll be targeting Elijah Moore in the later rounds, and you should too. But back to the trivia question I posed at the top. The Browns haven't won the AFC Central/AFC North since 1989, but who has won it the most during that span? Of course, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers, who have 15 division crowns, followed by the Bengals and Ravens, who each have 6. Houston Oilers and Jacksonville Jaguars each have a pair, and the Tennessee Titans weirdly have one back when it was the Central. But go check out our recent video on Bucs running back Rachaad White, who could very well be in for a breakout himself this season. That's going to do it for this episode of Proctor's Point of View. I'll see you right back here tomorrow.